Okay, we're on to our next phase. Okay, here we are. I just thought I'd take it out of the garage. The engine's pretty much virtually complete. Still quite a bit of electrics to go. It's a pleasant Saturday morning here, by the way, if you want a weather report. Okay, so just a quick look around of what still needs doing, and of course it's all the outside panels, external panels. I've already put on the rear shroud here, and it's an aluminium shroud, and I've sort of got the covering, everything in place. Just a couple of rivets, just aluminium rivets, just to hold it in place. But my issues are that's if I'm working from the back to the front. I don't know if that's normal, but there you go. So what I did was I've put this in place. I've got quite a bit of work to do here in this area here, just to get the lines right and to follow the contour of this quarter panel, the rear quarter panel. Okay, so I've riveted it to the I think that's the B column, and this is the outer cover. Okay, again just lightly riveted with small aluminium rivets just to keep it in place, and then I've put markings here as to what needs doing and what doesn't. And you can see here my two best spots that are meeting are just this spot here and this spot here, and then at the back it's got to come up a bit, but I've got a bit of rough welding here, but I knew I'd need work to do, and this has all got to come up, see, so I need to lift that up. And the trouble is it's very hard to do whilst it's all connected to the car as it is. But looking inside, I really need to follow the lines of the quarter panel. That's what it's all boiling down to. And you can see down here, if I can just get you down there, you see there I've got some folding in to do, some rounding in to do. It's not as bad as it looks. I'll show you. If I just, lift that up, push it in, it'll start to meet up. But what I'm doing is, you can also see here, I've put in a couple of cuts, which I'll weld closed again, but of course I can't do it whilst it's on the car. So the plan is to find my alignment markers. So I've got these two markers here. Okay, on this left side, and then over on the right side I'll do the same. I'll put the quarter panel in, find where it best aligns, and then I've got to make it align to the quarter panel. And then also there's work to do. You can see here it's sitting too high. Okay, and this is all before I welded this. It was all sitting fairly well when I did this a year or so ago, but things have moved. So I have no choice but to open this up, drop this down, and then get this to sit down with it. Okay, this little cover thing that'll be highly polished when it's all fixed up. Put my quarter panel on, couple of rivets, and then find where my good spots are, and then use those as a guide to bring it around the quarter panel. Okay, and as you can see, I really can't do anything because I'm hard against the other face. So, and then do my door alignment, and then my quarter panel here to meet up with my front shroud. So that's all just clamped in at the moment. So if I can get these panels done in the next while and get them all sitting well. Then I can disconnect them, paint them all, clean them up on the inside and the outside, and then gear everything up for a final paint. The bonnet needs work. The curvature, it's a different bonnet to the original. It's not quite straight, and my boot lid, it needs work as well. Okay, but I've discovered that it's pointless doing that until I know what the alignment is on this whole rear shroud. Okay, this is as far as I got today. This side here, I think we mentioned last time was okay, but this covering flange needed to go back a bit, and it also wasn't central. So that's coming back now. That then allows that side to come forward a bit. So that's meeting up there fairly well. I just need to close all that up with some aluminium and just weld all that up and bring it up. Well, you can see there the gap is fairly closed, but there I need to put some filler. Now over this side, I've put markers where it's fitting very well, and then back here, when I started knocking it down, I should not have been maybe so enthusiastic. It's got to come up to work with the quarter panel here. So I can do that better, I believe, with the all of this removed and put this on a bench, on a workbench, if I've got a bench big enough, that is, and then work the aluminium around the steel quarter panel, and I think that should all be fine. So I've just got some light rivets in for this side, and there's a little step back here. Okay, and then that needs to come up, so I've marked that to come up, and then I've got the arrows there, as I said, to tell the world where I'm okay. That'll give me some alignment markers to aim for, so I can grip those and then work on the rest of the panel, especially right around the back. You can see that it's not very clean, whereas that was okay at one stage, but I think welding the flange has distorted, you know, that whole back end, because I thought I'd done all that, but my memory just doesn't take me back that far. But anyway, I think we can fix all that. So there we go. Okay, this is next day. So I've taken it off the car, and where I can get in underneath both sides and just bring it around. So as you can see here, well, I hope you can see reasonably well, that's all got a reasonably good line, and then I'm down to about here, and I've still got that to do. So, and I put a couple of markers in, which is the blue tape, so that I'm not shifting left or right of where I need to be. So the other side still needs doing. I had to go and get some more clamps just to hold it all together. So I need to taper this in. Okay, blend it in. I've got a bunch of things wrong here. I've got cracks here, and I've got awful weld along here, and this has got to come up here a little bit. But anyway, so what I've been doing today is just finding a way to clamp them all together, and I'm pretty right up to here, and still working my way, and then to try and catch that curve at the back at the bottom. Okay, so that's what I've been doing today. I found that the easiest thing is the floor to work on, because I just don't have a bench big enough, and so it's I think it's coming along okay. Don't forget there's beading to go in here, okay, which will either be chrome or polished stainless steel, I don't know yet. And I've got a bit of oil canning up here, so I might see if I can shrink that a little bit. And then I can put the work, once that's on and fitted reasonably well, it's got to be to a stage where it's easy to take on, off and on, because when it's painted you don't want to be scratching and scraping and hammering once well, chances are that it'll all be, the final coating will all be done with it all fitted anyway, but certainly the blocking and stuff like that will probably be done as individual panels, and then of course painting the inside of all of that, the Healey blue colour. And so here we are, and for another day. It's supposedly going to rain, or it should be raining right now, so this is the only way that I can work. I have to push the Healey out, drive it out that is, and I found that sitting on this sort of mounting mechanism that I've got is probably the best way to that I can manipulate these panels, and of course I've got heaps of work around here to bring this curvature around. Oops. And of course I've got heaps of work to keep this curvature nice and round here. As you can see, I've still got a bit to do. Clamps everywhere inside. Okay, and this side still needs quite a bit of work on it. So here's my markers of where we were. This one's shifted a bit, and this one has also moved a little bit, so first thing is to keep that line always correct and then go back down, and I seem to be okay up to about here, and then I've got to turn into here. Now this this part of the mechanism here, on the inside, as you can see, it's all pretty badly corroded, so I need to do a bit of work. I might actually put a new flange on there, but I'll have a look and see how this looks. My feeling is, you know, cut this one off, and you can't see that very well. Hang on, I'll change perspective, and I'll pop into here. Right. Alright, let's see how that goes. And so you can see all the work that's required here, and then there's this flange just here, which I'm talking about cutting off and putting in a new one, but I don't know. I thought I'd just do another little fit. It's awfully dark. Not much I can do with that. But anyway, you can see what I'm saying. And in this curvature here, you know, there's a lot of corrosion, aluminium corrosion, so that needs work as well. So, and don't know what happened here with the flange, but I've had to cut in to bring that curve around. Then once I've got it at the right perspective, or where it should be sitting, then it really just means I need to, all these little cuts and slits that I've been making, I can weld those up, just tack weld them, and then get it on, take that outer panel off, and then give them a good weld. So still quite a bit of work here, but anyway, it's moving. Alright, that's it for the moment.